In this video, I'm going to talk about the positive reframe. This is one of the best tools that I learned from Dr. David Burns and his Team CBT, Cognitive Behavioral Therapy method. It's changed my life, and I know it will change yours as well. If you're new to Learn, Do, Become, we help people who are drowning in the details of life to create simple systems so they can do what matters most. We're so glad you're here, and make sure you subscribe. The reason a positive reframe is important is because often when we look at a mess, whether we walk into a messy office or we wake up and our room is messy, or we open up our computer and we just see digital clutter or thousands of emails, when that happens, we often have negative self-talk, and it's pretty natural, but we might be saying things like this: I'm a mess. I'm not an organized person. I'll never figure this out. I should be cleaner. I should know how to do this. My friends would think I was terrible if they saw this. Or I'm always behind. Now, while it's common for those thoughts to come into our minds, we actually can do what's called a positive reframe and then switch those thoughts. And this is one of the most powerful skills that I've learned that's changed the way that I think, and it's helped me to give myself a lot more grace, which is what I want for you as well. So the main concept behind a positive reframe is we ask the question, what do these negative thoughts say about me that is positive and awesome? Now, I know when I ask that question, you might be thinking, there is nothing positive or awesome about those thoughts. But really, they are indicative of your values and the things that, are really great about you. So let me just share a few options for you to consider. I care about a lot of things. I'm involved. I have high standards. I know things can be different. That's why I'm dissatisfied. I want the best for my family and loved ones and coworkers. I know our environment makes a difference, and I can see that this current environment isn't optimal. And I recognize I have limited energy and can't do everything. I'm realistic. When you think about those types of thoughts, it helps you to see that when you're frustrated or anxious or angry or embarrassed, it's just because there's usually something that you really value that is beautiful. If you didn't care at all about the mess or the overwhelm, then you wouldn't do anything about it. And of course, that's up to you. But if you want to see your mind and your environment and your work become organized and clear and calm and something really happy for you, then you can just dial down those negative thoughts and let's switch them for something else. So for example, instead of thinking, I'm a mess, you could think, there currently is a mess here, but I'm taking some steps to get things cleaned up and more organized. And instead of thinking, I'm not an organized person, you could say, up to this point, I haven't had all the skills that I want to have, but I'm going to learn some new skills, and it's going to help me to be able to create an environment that's going to give me a lift every day. So those are just a few examples. But as I've learned how to identify my negative thoughts, do that positive reframe and really recognize why it's so good, and then learn how to change my thoughts so that they move me in a really good direction, then I feel like I can take the things that are important to me and then put them into action. Now, our Step Command Central shows you then how you could make something a routine or a task or a project or put it on the someday list. And we show you how to organize the information in a way that doesn't overwhelm your brain. But when you combine a Step Command Central with really healthy ways of thinking, then it's just magic and it works together. And that's when you start to wake up excited and go to bed content. And you see real change happening in your life. I know how it feels to be overwhelmed. I know how it feels to look around and just wonder how you're going to make progress when everything feels really hard. But I also know that when we learn these skills and we learn how to move forward, it makes a huge difference. I'm so grateful that you're here at Learn, Do, Become. If you check the description, we have links to where you can learn more, come be part of our community, and take our free training, How to Finally Stop Drowning in Piles. There's also more videos here on the channel, and we're going to be creating more. We want you to be able to tell us what you need, how things are working, how things are going, so that we can serve you on a deeper level. I want you to be fully out of the overwhelm and live a life that you can't wait to wake up and live. So make sure you subscribe, comment, let us know what you need, how we can best serve you, and please come close and immerse yourself at learndobecome.com. See you soon.